Ah.
Sydney does a video.
Sydney does a video.
Sydney does a video.
Hello and welcome everybody back to what I eat in a day and what I'm cooking today. So the first thing I made today was obviously my 3 cups of iced coffee. And then we had a ton of apples in the house that were just kind of going bad, like a little bit bruised, a little bit mealy. No one really wanted them. So I cut up 4 gala apples into chunks and I decided to make some apple cobbler. It just sounded so perfect today, like the cakey, sweet, cinnamony. So it made about 1.5 quarts of apples, which was probably just about the perfect amount. I cut off the bruised bit. So I shoved that on the stove and started to simmer it with a tablespoon of cinnamon, a little bit of sage, a little bit of cloves, a little bit of nutmeg, 6 tablespoons of honey, a little bit of cornstarch, half a cup of water, and the juice of half a lemon, a pinch of salt, and I just left that to cook for about 15 minutes to soften up, get all syrupy. Oh my god, I could have eaten it straight. It made the whole house smell so freaking good. Just like fall, even in the summer. And I just think it's kind of, pointless because you're never really going to get that clean.
No. So easy.
The topping was just kind of like a pie crusty, shortbready type deal. Half a cup of flour, some baking soda, some baking powder, a little bit of salt, 6 tablespoons of sugar, a tablespoon of brown sugar, 3 tablespoons of butter, which I just kind of shortbreaded in there. I should have used my hands, but my nails, so I did do it with a butter knife, which took a year and a half. Half a cup of water and about a tablespoon of oil. MCT oil is the only neutral oil we had in the house. Thank you, Keto Father. I mixed that up, looped it on top, and baked it for about 20 minutes just to kind of cook the crust because the apples were already bubbly and delicious. Oh my god, look at that. It just looks so lush. So I went ahead and I just cut myself a little slice. This would be the first slice of 3, and it was about, 10:30 a.m. at this point, so I guess it was breakfast and dessert. And I had to be a spaz and drop some stuff and make a little bit of a mess. And every apple dessert needs a little vanilla ice cream. This was Tillamook because that's the only ice cream brand that's acceptable. I'm sorry. Look at that. Oh my god, you can see the steam. It was so hot, but that did not stop me from eating it straight out of the pan and burning the shit out of my tongue. Come on, Sydney. Yeah, it was hot. I bet it came out of the oven 2 seconds ago. And this is when I forgot I was recording, went to bring some to my dad, and promptly walked away from the camera for 5 minutes until I remembered. Demolish, plate 1. And then I was hungry for some real food, so I started on my breakfast. I threw some leftover kale that I made with just some miso paste, onion, green onion, a little bit of bell pepper into a pan, and kind of made a nest around the edges, cracked 2 eggs into the middle, and I was going to fry those right up. The kale was already pretty salty, so I just added a little bit of salt on top of the eggs. I would have done garlic powder, but we are out. Here is my jalapeno sourdough. Oh my god, it's just the right amount of spicy. It is so good. Does not fit into the toaster, but I gave her a little love tap and we tried our best. Some fire roasted salsa over the top of it. Oh my god, I love salsa. To make my fried eggs, I always put a little bit of water in the pan and the lid on top so it kind of cooks the white without really cooking the yolk, but the yolks did get a little overcooked today, but who cares? It was still so fire. And we took her down. For a snack, I started with 3 cuties, but did end up having 3 more and an apple. And then for dinner, we went for roasted broccoli, shrimp, and a whole avocado made into guacamole, an entire onion in this salad. There's a couple other just like random veggies and stuff, and mixed that up, and it was so good. I do this all the time. It's a giant salad. Look how bad this avocado was. And then somehow I ended up at Chick-fil-A and Touch Bros with my ex-boyfriend, and I got fries and a giant iced coffee. Bye.